Good evening and welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Marc and I'm your storyteller for this evening. We are playing Rivers of London, Adventures in Weird Bollocks. It's episode 2, we're still doing the starter scenario, the bookshop I think. No idea what these people are up to, I don't bother to remember things that happen in my games. So we'll go around, introduce ourselves and they can all tell Detective Inspector Nightingale what the fuck they've been up to. So, start with you Lavaita. Who are you, who are you playing?
I'm Lavaita. I'm playing Sarah Nicholson, whose name I pronounced too fast to get it right. And I'm also hearing myself, so let me just sort this out. Thank you. Yes, Sarah Nicholson, not Sarah. Very, very keen on that. And she is a tattooist who has somehow got involved with the police because she did a magical tattoo on someone and someone found out about it.
These kids and their magical tattoos, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking terrible. Gen Alpha, I tell you. Anyway, I'm sorry. I've no idea what the fuck I'm on about. Kat, how are you doing?
Hello.
Sorry, I was trying to sort something else there. Just ignore me. Who are you playing?
I am playing Rachel Lennox, who is a cryptograph. I will not try to say that in English.
Cryptographer.
And she came in contact with the police during an investigation at her old college.
And Aileen, who are you playing?
Hello, I'm playing Elsie Robbins.
Sig Chipper.
She's a burlesque dancer and entertainer that was entertaining all walks of people in Soho, who's now decided that this would be a way more lucrative, interesting and glamorous way to spend their days.
So living in it. And last but not least, Aleks.
Hi, I'm Aleks. I'm playing Nikki Martin, who's an architect and had some sort of like a very exacting client who wanted a load of weird shit done when designing their building, and then something spooky went down and the police got involved, Folly got involved, and then I got recruited into their ranks. They spotted me at work, so that's how that happened.
Talent spotting. So where we left last week, last time, sorry. This is the first investigation our consultants are doing for the Folly. They were asked to go to a bookstore where it appeared some kind of supernatural event happened the night before, where a young man had been assaulted by some flying books. Seeing as not an urgent police matter, the consultants were sent out without a police escort in order to get their sea legs, as it were. They interviewed the victim, they talked with the manager of the bookstore, and they had a little look about. After their initial, it's not really an investigation, was it? It's a bit lazy for that. After initial thoughts, they're now headed back to the Folly to speak with Detective Inspector Nightingale and tell them what they've found out. So when you arrive at the Folly, there's more police and consultants going in and out. It seems to be getting busier every time you get here. You hear a small dog barking from just up the road and an old man waves at you behind thick rimmed glasses. You go in and you see Molly dressed in her maid's outfit, and for a second she smiles at you and you see way too many teeth. Her lips close and she glides off to the kitchen. A young police constable escorts you all to the atrium where Nightingale is waiting on you. He's sitting reading a book, foot tapping gently as some jazz plays. Ah, you're back already. Wonderful. How did your investigation go? Not all at once.
Well, we're pretty certain it wasn't magic.
Oh,
But
what
something
makes you
weird was
believe
definitely
that?
happening. The electrics weren't fucked, sir.
Weren't fucked. So it could be that any magic that was done was not close enough to the electronics, or
That is possible. But there was a camera right next to where the event happened.
I see. What else did you find out?
Coffee at the coffee shop's not great.
Ah,
Honestly, I need something much stronger to keep me awake by this time of the day.
as you say that, Molly glides in with a very warm pot of coffee and pours it silently and smiles to Nightingale and glides again out of the room. Please, have some coffee or tea. I'm pretty sure Molly put some biscuits out for you, if you wish. So, don't be shy. What did you find out?
It appears that there was an earlier use for the building. It's not been a bookshop for its entire existence.
That does not surprise me.
We couldn't see on the cameras or anything any evidence of a physical person either. While we couldn't find any magic, we couldn't see any meat space person doing it either.
But how was it? We were there and at one specific place, right underneath that dome, right? The mirror dome was the spot where we got that, two of us got that sense of a cockfight. Did we actually, we found out that it had been a cockfighting ring.
Barbaric
early on, right?
sport.
Yeah.
Yes, the one section of the shop has a skylight above, a domed skylight, and the incident happened in the basement, but underneath that area was underneath the dome of the skylight, and that's
do you
where
believe there is a connection between the two?
Well, it would seem that there wasn't any other recent activity in terms of anything more recent. I mean, it's been a bookshop for, the manager's been there for 15 years, so it's quite a long time that that it's been used for something else. But it seems likely that there's a connection between the physical space and the incident that took place.
That makes sense to me, yes. So any thoughts as to what might have caused it?
There's a whole variety of things, sir. I think the best option might be to go back tonight and see what happens. Might take the ghost hunting dog if they're available.
Toby, I'm not sure. I'll have to check with Peter. He is attached to that dog.
Of course.
And you intend to go back tonight? Have you spoken with Miss Jackson about that?
We haven't yet. We wanted to report in
make
with
the
you
call?
first in commission before we asked the bookshop. They have closed off the downstairs area today, just in case.
So what would be your next steps if you're to go there this evening?
Observe, see what happens. See what we get a sense of in case there's something that wasn't showing up on either the things that people told us about or the senses that we could pick up the next day.
Try to replicate the conditions that made it happen last time.
And
Preferably without being hit by any books.
it may make some more sense. It may make sense to take some extra equipment out with us.
What equipment would you need?
See, I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Well, you can handle equipment for surveillance, and the police would then be able to help you out. They set you up with an extra camera. Make sure you've got some gear for talking. You're given some walkie-talkies that have got emergency shut off so you can use magic should you need to use it. I will focus. I will do my best. I don't
We're all trying to
usually do very
focus.
well. I don't focus very well. You're better off using this one.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. There you go. That gets more focus. So you know what you want to do. You know what you want to bring. Nightingale makes the call for you and arranges it with Miss Jackson. Used to be there for 8 p.m. At which point she will leave the shop in your care. And you will find out what there is to find out. What
I'm
would you
definitely going to pop to one of the nearby shops and obtain like a big pile of sandwiches and crisps and stuff.
Yeah, you got the Molly makes you a full hamper basket. If you're unlucky, there might be some offal in there as well, but you know, you'll never know until you check. But you've definitely got strong coffee, tea, some juices. You need to take, there's probably 2 baskets you need to take with you.
I think my character's vegetarian. I'm just gonna.
Well, Molly would take that into account. She's very, very considerate, but you might end up with something weirdly vegetarian. You're unable to get use of the ghost hunting dog for the evening because I don't like you and I'm making you paint.
Understandable.
I just don't want to roleplay a dog, in all honesty.
Who of us does, really?
I know some people. But that's a different game.
It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough. Oh, Aleks, I love you. You're wonderful. Jokes, man, they're great. So, do any of you want to do anything other than stocking up on food and equipment before the evening? You've got some time.
Well, we don't need to take any books to read because.
Yeah, just don't get your grubby fingerprints on them. You need to pay for them.
I think I'm going to do more of a deep dive on the history of the building and the local area. Have a look at, like get on the like historic plans and things, and see if I can dig up anything else to do with any maybe newspaper stories or like anything particular that there might be.
So based around the building. You can give me. Well, do you want to check in the library at the Folly? There's 2 libraries at the Folly.
Yeah, I love a library.
Well, they've got the mundane library, where you find history and things like that, and they also have the magical library. Where would you like to look?
I mean, I think we sort of covered the mundane, but I'd be interested to look in the magical library.
So, if you're going to the magical library, I would like you to give me a research roll, please.
Okay. I'm just looking at my stats for research before I find the window that. There it is. Where's my roll on?
You are frozen for me. No, you're not. You just press on your character. Oh, you don't have a character sheet. That's right.
That's 36.
36. Excellent. So that's a pass.
Well, it's here. It's physically here.
Aye, exactly. I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Right. You just said yeah? Oh my god. That's terrible. Anyway.
What?
I said I'm fucking stupid and you went yeah.
Oh no, sorry. I was replying to the previous question. It's like I'm out of sync with you were like, that's a pass, and I said yes.
I absolutely loved it. Anyway. Right, so it's a pass. It takes you quite a while, so you're probably going to take a few hours doing this. And you get some about the building. You don't find terribly much. There's not been the source of any magical encounters or anything before. In your research, though, you do know that the Vestigia, for it to be that strong, the way Rachel described it to you, it must have been very intense, the build up of it. So I mean, it was over 100 years ago, and it's still having that sort of mental, emotional effect. Again, there's, as I think Sarah pointed out last time, it takes about 100 years for a poltergeist to form, which would, go with the time frame. But ghosts generally don't tend to hurt people. They usually don't even try. How good was your success? Was it a hard success or a regular?
I don't know. It was 36 under 60.
Okay, no, just a regular. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you any else then.
I might, if possible, take the chance to talk to the bookseller about whether they move stuff around in the basement, like what section was down there before.
So you want to speak with... Who do you want to speak with? Which of the two?
I can't remember her name right now. The person who was the manager.
Miss Jackson.
Yeah, Miss Jackson most likely to remember.
Yeah, don't be sorry.
I was trying so hard to not... Oh, well, we're okay.
It's okay. Right. You give her a call, and she's... Stonewatcher's Bookshop, how can I help you?
Hi, we met earlier. My name's Sarah. We were in with part of the police investigation.
Ah, yes. I remember. Sarah Nicholson, wasn't it?
Yeah, correct.
I hear for names.
We just have a little one little question about whether you'd recently, well, in the last couple of years, moved things around in the shop. Like, obviously, the celebrity chef stuff is down in the basement now, where the incident happened last night. What used to be there? Was it always that, or did it change?
No, quite recently we moved the children's section upstairs. The basement is actually quite popular, and with these celebrity chef books at the moment, they're selling like hotcakes. We decided to set it up there. The children used to have their reading time down there once a week. Only stopped last week.
That's interesting. And then this event happened at the weekend after that.
That is interesting. It's very strange.
Okay.
Do you think they might be released?
I right now have no idea, but it's something to look into.
Wasn't there children's toys throwing around too?
Possibly, but how many of us are on the phone right now?
I'm just imagining both of you standing at the phone with the receiver between you.
Maybe we put speaker on.
We got the speaker. Yes, the conference call.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
We'll be back later. We'll be back later. I just wanted to make sure I caught you before you left for the end of the day.
Wonderful. I will see you then this evening at 8 p.m.
Thank you, ma'am.
In answer to your question, Rachel, no, I don't think there were any, because there was no toys there anymore. It was only the books that were thrown about.
Okay.
But it was art books rather than the cookbooks that were thrown, because the art books they're off to the side.
Okay.
So, Rachel, do you want to do anything? Don't worry, I'll come back to you. Elsie, how about you? Are you going out for a drink or something before you head down there that night, or cause trouble?
Oh, for sure. I'm having at least 2 coffees now as quickly as I can, without doing that horrible thing where you burn your esophagus from drinking a hot drink.
Yeah,
quickly.
try not to do that.
Well, I tried not to, but I definitely did it. And I'm also like ferreting through cupboards and anything I can find, looking for a to-go cup so that I can take decent coffee with me as well and not have to drink that shite we had before.
As you are banging about things, you feel someone glide up behind you, and you see a big cup handed out to you. And the smile, the lips are closed, and she holds it out to you.
Somebody's my new favourite, thank you.
As you say that, her lips open, and you see way too many teeth. And she puts a hand over her mouth and closes and glides away. So, times being you're getting all your coffee and Rachel, can you anything you want to do? You just want to chill out, relax till you go. You don't need to do anything.
I'm thinking maybe searching a bit more about the building.
That's basically what Nikki was doing before. There's not really much else you can get there. Because you did most of it on the internet last time. You'd found out the history of it.
Okay. Yeah, then probably just enjoying her coffee and...
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was going to say, could we like, you know, like we're being sent out with extra kit, like work out where, like plan out where we're going to put stuff and things before we go. Does that make sense?
Don't tell me again because I'm useless.
Okay, so you know we're being sent out with extra cameras and things.
Yes.
Like make a decision, like so, like plot out where we're going to put stuff.
Yes, you can.
There.
I will give you a wee map of the place because I actually have one, but I can't be asked changing it, so I'm just going to put it in an image. And I will put it in Discord. And that is a very good idea. So.
So I'd suggest we sit somewhere near the glass dome and have the camera covering that area.
In the basement or
in the basement, but able to sort of, because the basement's where it all happened.
Yeah.
But obviously it's the ground floor where the dome is, but like the basement is still visible from down there.
Underneath, yeah.
It's not, the dome is not visible from the basement.
Oh no, it's not. Of course, I was imagining a different kind of shop.
Yeah.
But we know where it is in relation to the downstairs.
Yeah,
layout.
yeah. You would know where it is. That's not a problem.
It's next to the door to the offices, by the looks of things.
Exactly.
Where did you put the map?
In Discord. I know, making you open another window. I'm a terrible person.
Jesus Christ. I thought that was what we had Roll20 for.
Yes, but I didn't do it already, and doing it now would have been a pain in the ass.
So I don't need Roll20?
You don't need Roll20.
I mean, we're using it to roll in, and you're using dice.
You're using dice, so you don't need it now.
Then I fucking close it.
Yeah.
Like the background on Roll20 is so white. Every time I open that window, I'm like...
I understand. Well, let's see. Can we do... Well, don't do that, for fuck's sake.
It's like looking at me in the summer.
Or me. To be fair.
Yeah. I'd say none of us lot get tans, really.
No, I mean, I probably do more now that I've been here so long, but it still doesn't feel like it compared to others. Right. So, you're going to plan out where you're going to put that stuff. And then.
So I'm tentatively suggesting near where the stairs come out, pointing towards that part of the basement.
Sounds good. Based on the plan on there. We want to capture whatever's in that area.
Remember, this is an expensive kit, so if it does get fried, there'll be soapy bubble.
So we do not do emergency magic firing.
As the person who checks out the kits explains to you.
Does he actually say soapy bubble? Because that'd be amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be docked off our first paychecks.
It's a big hulking guy. Yep, there'll be soapy bubble. Aye, shut up. Right, and if you've got nothing else, you've decided where you're setting up your gear. See, it would have made more sense to have this on roll 20 because then we could have marked it, but no, I'm useless.
We were just borrowing it, so it's being checked out and checked back in again.
Right. 8 o'clock comes around. You're all at the door of the shop. Jackson lets you in. Thanks you all again. Says, please don't make a mess of the place. Gives you the code for the alarm in case you're finished before she comes back at 8 a.m. And wishes you good luck.
Thank you. I'm fairly certain that by the time we get to like 1 o'clock in the morning, we'll know what's happening either way. I hope.
One would hope. So, where are you? So you're setting up cameras. Where are the rest of you going to be?
Does anyone want to be upstairs?
I'll cover upstairs. I mean, I'm not entirely comfortable with being at the bottom if stuff's gonna go. I'll guard the upstairs. Front door, back door, got it.
Which section of the bookshop has the most comfortable squishy chairs?
Well, we've got it all to ourselves. We can move the comfortable squishy chairs.
Wherever those squishy chairs are.
Then blame on ghosts.
I've had 3 or 4 coffees. I'm going to speed read at least 12 books overnight.
So, are you all splitting up? So, Elsie, you're upstairs. Where do we want everyone else?
I'll be downstairs near where we think stuff's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll be downstairs too.
Rachel?
Yeah. I hope Rachel is better to make a decision than I am, because right now I'm just... I will stay upstairs.
Okay.
Then we are 2 up and 2 down, right?
Yeah, and you 2 downstairs can just yell if you need anything. Just yell.
Exactly.
We've got walkie-talkies. We don't need to yell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yelling's more
Oh,
fun.
you want us to yell anyway? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
see
going
how
to
it
say
is.
we can use the walkie-talkies.
Again, I just love the name walkie-talkie. It's the most, bit of kit the army and police all use. What they called? Walkie-talkies. Aye. Someone's having fun there. So, I say so quite a lot. 2 of you are downstairs. The 2 that are upstairs, you have this whole floor of books to yourselves. I think it's a Sunday night now. Streets are quite quiet outside. Coffee shops just closing up. Nothing much going on. You have the option to put on some music or whatever if you want. Do you check about? Do you do anything?
I'm gonna keep walking like between the front and back doors, checking that no one's really, no one's coming in. This is our spot. We've got this. Peering out.
Give me an observation roll, please.
I got 57. And I'm 60.
There you go. There's no one here. Everything's all closed up tight. All looks good. Sarah, Nikki, what are you doing? You've got the cameras set up. Are you sitting in the office? Are you moving around about? What are you doing?
I'm sitting somewhere near the camera. I've got a book. I'm probably reading the book, but I'm listening out for anything else happening.
Sarah, do you have a cult?
A what, sorry?
Occult.
Yes. Yes, I do. Want me to roll?
Please, sorry, I'm just laughing at Kat's commenting.
Okay,
What's your
that's 30, so that's no good.
Do you want to spend the 27 luck?
You know what, I will.
There we go. Something occurs to you as you're doing this, as you're putting the stuff about, as you're getting ready to settle in. And if I remember where the fuck it was, it'd be good. And you remember that there was an event at the British Library in about 1896.
God, that place.
Where there's something poltergeist activity, books being stacked.
Okay. A picture emerges in my head.
And as it comes up to like 11 o'clock, and Aleks can't stop laughing, I want to know what's going on now. Need to share
The
with
British
class.
Library. It's the British Library. It's just funny for personal reasons.
See, now I want to know. Right, but anyway. Where are you at the moment? Don't see a bookshop.
Me or Nikki?
Me.
Nikki.
Oh, I'm downstairs also, and I also have a cult.
So give me an occult. I'll read the shower dispenser. What you got? The luck. So if you want to roll the occult, if you get a success, then Sarah didn't need to spend her luck. What's your occult?
I got a success because that's 42 under 60.
Oh, there you go. So you can take your luck back, Sarah. And you didn't realise anything about the British Library. That was Nikki. How rude of you. And as you're remembering this, the time's going on. You've by now read a couple of books, probably each. Gotten some, what do you call it? Recipes under your belt from some famous arsehole chef or whatnot. And maybe you're talking to each other, backs turned. Elsie, Rachel, you're upstairs. I want both of you to give me an observation roll. Just Elsie and Rachel. Nikki and Sarah, you're grand because you're right
there. 1708 out of 60.
You hear nothing.
And 42 under 60.
There we go. So as maybe you're walking by the stairs or something, Rachel, Elsie, you're at the other end of the shop. Nikki, Sarah, maybe talking to you a little bit. You hear a thunk. Then another thunk. Thunk, 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 thunk. And there's a pile of books in the middle where it happened where the man had been hit.
So
you didn't
downstairs.
see anyone. Yeah, downstairs.
Okay. So I'll. I'm wondering if Rachel just per instinct would call out or actually use the walkie-talkie to just inquire if they're. Are you okay there?
Is this to us downstairs?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
There's a pile of books just piled themselves. It wasn't a. Just checking with Sarah. That pile wasn't there.
No, the pile is new. I mean,
Yeah.
we're okay. That's what she was asking. We're okay. There's just a pile of books, a stack of books, like the.
I mean, I know it's a bookshop, but they don't normally do that themselves, right?
No, it's just like the Philadelphia mass turbulence of 1947.
Told you. Not unless you bring enough for the class, okay? It's unfair. So what do you do? Elsie, you're just being ignored and kept out of the loop here. The three of you have all heard, well, Rachel, you heard the book. Sarah and Nikki, you didn't see the books being placed. However, you now see them.
Should I look and see if there's anything on the camera?
You rewind the camera a little bit, and you see books float and just kind of fall one on top of the other, but nothing else.
Is there anything particular about the books? They're just books that are around?
Just books that are around.
Yeah, this is pretty odd then, I guess. This didn't happen the night before. There wasn't book stacking before. They threw the books. Or maybe the person was standing where they were throwing the books.
I mean, it could be that the books that the person was standing where they were trying to stack the books, and the books just ended up
floating into them.
Stacked into them.
But this is feeling poltergeisty.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's feeling a little bit like, you know, that there's. If you weren't here at night, otherwise, you wouldn't necessarily notice a pile of books in a. Somebody could very easily, when stacking things in, like, the course of changing where things were.
I mean, you wouldn't just
stack of books.
You wouldn't just stack books up like this in the middle. I mean, no human being would stack books like this.
No one ever just leaves piles of books randomly on the floor. Never.
Don't look in my office.
Don't come here. Don't come to our house.
I see 4 piles as it is. Mostly role-playing books, so I blame all of you.
I mean, what I'm saying is, having worked in shops before, I could very well imagine somebody thinking someone else had left something
in the middle of the floor.
Done.
Have you ever been in Waterstones?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say now. I'm all out of Ghostbusters quotes.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, this may be the first time we're observing something that's happened before.
Entirely possible. What's that spell that you have, Sarah? It's like the wear-light, but it's not.
I've got 3 of them. Well, I've got one that does lots of flashing, but we don't want to do that with the camera around because it'll break the camera.
Only if you're close enough to the camera. You can also turn the camera off or remove the battery.
Yeah, I've got flash bulb and I've got impello. Those are the probably useful ones right here. I don't want to push the camera over.
No, that really would wreck it. If you want to use flashbulb, you can, because you know that not as a wear light would probably be better, but flashbulb might help to lure
out some of the same effects. It's related, I believe.
Yes.
Let's get the camera off, or at least well out of the way. Nikki, if you get your phone on.
No, I'm gonna switch everything off. Shall I call upstairs to tell everybody?
Yeah. And
upstairs would matter.
Upstairs are okay. They're far enough away, but we need to put the walkie-talkies on to click off.
Yes. Well, no, what I'm saying is we should probably tell them before we turn the walkie-talkie off, so that they don't try and ring down to us, and then all come running.
They'll just shout like Rachel did earlier.
That makes sense.
I'm sorry. We should relay upstairs to them so that they know what we're doing, so that when it happens, they don't try to call down to us. Like, if they want us, they're going to have to walk down the stairs.
That's what I say to my kids.
That's what we do.
Who don't even have stairs.
That's very sensible. Can you just keep talking whilst I look up how I do magic? Because I've forgotten. I knew it last week.
So basically, this is me. Like, I'm going to walkie-talkie upstairs. Hi, guys, upstairs. Hi, Rachel, Elsie.
Yes.
We, having observed these books that are stacking themselves, Sarah thinks that she's going to use a spell. So we're going to switch our electronics off from our side. Like, you come down and watch. Sounds like it's going to be quite cool. But we're going to switch the walkie-talkie off. So obviously, if you need us or if you want to speak to us, come down because the walkie-talkie won't be on. Thanks.
Sure.
Have you found out how to do magic yet, Sarah?
I know the rule, but it's just I've got a tick in it as well, which makes something easier.
That means you can boost it by spending an extra.
I'm not going to boost it because this is not the time for that.
that's a shame.
Right, Nikki, this is going to make a light flash a lot. If you've got any problems with flashing lights, I would look away.
So,
I'm doing the roll.
keys are all.
Got 60, so that's fine. 47 under 60.
So, what does it look like when you make this? Like, what would it usually look like, I should say?
There's a couple of words I say quietly, and it's not wear lights. It's not like a thing that bobbles near my hand or anything like that. Just it causes lights to flash randomly around me, like very brightly.
Instead of that, what usually, well, first of all, as well, just for flavour, Nikki, give me a sense fastigia roll.
Well, that was shit. Sorry, that was 92. So that's not doing anything.
You get nothing there. But the lights don't appear like you would expect, Sarah. You see them start to go bright, but they start to turn kind of crimson and wink out very quickly. So one here goes right away.
I mean, in a way, I'm kind of glad because the reason I told Nikki to look out the way is that this could be used as like a way to stop people from being able to see you temporarily, so that it can cause like temporary blindness, and I don't want to do that to my colleague. That's what it's meant for.
Well, I clearly couldn't sense anything because I had my hands over my eyes in the other room.
Yeah, that'll be it.
That's why my roll was 97.
No, you wouldn't have got a visual. It'd have been a sound or a feeling.
But you, Sarah, can give me a sense fastigia roll now, actually.
I can't because the windows are in the way.
God damn you, Windows.
Right. Yeah, 40 under 60, so I'm good.
40 under 60. Would you like to make that a hard success?
How many luck do I have to spend for that?
10.
10? Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
So, you didn't sense fastigia last time. Yeah, I really need to make that, actually. Definitely allow. Sorry, I had just had to allow cunt. Bad. Our streams are wonderful. Right, you didn't sense fastigia before, but Rachel did, and she told you what it was like. And you, as your lights kind of blink off, you get a surge of fastigia. Maybe you almost expect to be hit with this smell of blood, with this fear and excitement. But it's not. You get the taste of plasticine. You know when you're a kid and you put plasticine in your mouth? It tastes. You get the feeling as if your legs are crossed and feathers tickling, and there's something powerful here, but it's not a ghost. Something else.
Oh, okay. It's definitely related to the kids then. I've got an inkling, but I'm not sure whether Sarah would know this, and I'm trying to not let those two things interface.
We'll maybe talk about it with the four of you. Maybe
yeah, that's
else
a thought.
has ideas.
We should go back upstairs, Nikki, just for a sec. We'll leave the camera running. We'll put the camera back on, and we need to talk to the others.
That was me role-playing and walking up the stairs.
You're just bobbing your head for fun. It's quite a fun thing.
Me
Elsie,
up, so, you bastard, who left that there?
It's probably that age of shop. Elsie, Rachel, we've got... So there was a stack of books where before there was not a stack of books. Thing number one. Thing number two is that I got a sense of like plasticine and weirdly feathers, and I think that's to do with what you said about cockfighting, Rachel. And I'm just wondering if like the manager said that they used to have the kids' books down there and they used to have reading sessions at the weekend, and it was just last weekend they stopped doing it, and it's this weekend that whatever it is kicked off. And I'm wondering if it's like, if it just wants the kids back reading books.
Maybe, but
Because
what
whatever
would
it
that-
was seemed quite happy when the kids were reading books, and then the kids stopped reading books, and now it's stacking books and throwing books at people. And
You're suggesting that there's something that wants story time.
yeah,
I mean, it's a shop full of books. So whatever it is has been relatively content with a shop full of books for the last however many years it's been full of books.
well, we don't
So
know how
it's
long they've been doing
specifically the
storytelling for.
Storytelling bit it wants.
Yeah, because adults don't come into bookshops and read books. Kids come into bookshops and read books.
Hmm. I'm intrigued how this fits with the cockfighting. Does anyone have any ideas? I can't think of anything.
No, that was my
I've
thought.
got the germ of something, but it doesn't make sense entirely.
Hmm.
For like kids reading books makes sense, but obviously they haven't always been here, and they're not always here that late. So, is it a new thing that they're enjoying the books being read?
Maybe the thing that arrived when the cockfighting was happening likes being read to.
Not
exactly.
If you have occult, you can give me an occult roll or an idea roll. I want a hard success.
Idea roll is intelligence, right? For
Yes.
this. My intelligence is way better than my occult.
Then you can roll that.
I got 30 under 60.
Anyone else?
So, what did you say? If we don't have occult, or if we have occult, we can use intelligence instead.
You can use intelligence instead, but I want a hard success.
Okay.
I've got 60 in occult, and I rolled 18. I think. Yeah, 18.
18. Okay, yeah. Also a hard success. Yes.
10 on under 40.
I would say, come on, you need to fail. That's it.
I got a 69, dudes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ha! Yay!
But
Sorry,
yeah,
got down with numbers. My youngest doing
No.
math stuff today, and he has to write out sentences for German. And one was, my favourite number is, and what did he write? 42.
hey, I got 42 on a like food ready thing the other day, and I laughed and nobody got it.
That's why I love my kids. He probably would have written 69, but he knows that wouldn't have went down well with his teacher. Also, he doesn't understand what 69 is. He just understands that people laugh when they say it.
Yeah, if I was that
Overrated.
teacher, I'd have made them explain it to the
Oh,
class.
he probably would have said it's a sex thing. We explain everything. If something we don't want to explain, it's a sex thing. Okay, I don't want to know. Okay, cool. There we go.
Oh,
It's true. For everything fun. What was I going to say? Aye. So those of you that passed with a hard success, so you had the feeling already, Sarah, that it's not a ghost. In your training, you learned about the Genii Locorum. What it seems to you is that this very well could be, because it's a place of very intense emotions going over a long period of time, first of all with the cockfights, things like that. But then the children, their imagination can be extremely strong. So it won't only have been the story time at the weekend. During the week when people come in with their kids and their kids get to sit there and read the books or play at the wee table with plasticine and everything else, there's a lot of joy and imagination that comes. This is a game not by me. Well, seeing I didn't write this scenario. They're all really happy and joyful, and that you think that could be it. And that's when you start to hear thunk, 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 thunk.
we're upstairs, right?
You are.
Still.
I'm going to grab a children's book and go downstairs to read it.
You go down reading the book.
Out loud, yeah.
Yeah, give me a luck roll.
Can it be the Gruffalo, please?
A mouse took a stroll through the deep dark woods. Folks saw the mouse and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? I'm going to come and have tea in my underground house.
We're going to get a copyright strike for the weirdest thing on this channel.
Terribly kind of you, Fox, but no. I'm off to have lunch with a Gruffalo. Sorry. Stop now.
I completely whiffed the luck roll.
Oh, nice.
Which one?
How whiffed was it? Was it just a fail?
91, and I can't remember what my luck is currently. Help. 57.
Okay, then you take 2 points of damage as you get down reading the book. 2 heavy fucking books smack into your face and you're now bloodied. You all hear the book start to thunder around. You can see as Sarah falls down the stairs reading the Gruffalo. The owl seems to get away with it this time. The fucking mouse is gone. Sarah's on the floor.
Who was it besides Rachel that passed the intelligence?
Nikki and Sarah.
Okay, so she knows anyway. Rachel will go, like, follow her down and help her up, like, are you okay? Come on, maybe that's
I should have expected that, really.
Roll luck, please.
Shit.
Come on, you should have expected that.
Nope. 60 over 55.
You bend down to help her, and you get knocked clear in your ear. Feel like if someone hits you in your ear with a flat palm, right with a hardback book, and you also take 2 points of damage and are knocked to the floor.
I think probably I should go downstairs as well.
Whereas Elsie, not having passed the rules, like, I'm fucking doing great. Thank you very much.
What are we rolling?
Luck, please.
How does that work?
Just roll. You want to roll under your luck score? Aye.
Where is...
Okay. I'm just trying because I spent some of mine last time, and I'm trying to work out what I was at. Okay. I think at 60. 56. I think it's 56. Okay, now I know what I'm getting. Well, that's definitely not underneath.
Yeah, we're hearing that, yeah.
Okay.
We're all just getting smacked around with books now.
Yeah. Elsie, you see Nikki go down the stairs, and you hear once again a thump, thump, thump. And then a head banging against the floor as all 3 of your companions are now bloodied on the floor. And something's having a hissy fit down the stairs. What do you do?
I guess if I've heard this time, I'm gonna have to start approaching. I'm gonna try the walkie-talkie first. Okay. I know it got turned off, but I'm gonna give it a go because that seems sensible.
Unfortunately, it is still turned off. No one said they turned it back on.
Okay.
Can we get up ourselves?
Yes, but right now it's Elsie's turn.
Okay.
I am gonna hi, hello. I'm gingerly walking towards the stairs and creeping down like an exaggerated cartoon character, trying not to make any noise, but every stair seems to be louder than anything I've ever trodden on before in my life. And I kind of poke my head the next chance I get, and I'm like, what's going on?
Give me a luck roll as well, please. You make it further in than the others. The books seem to have calmed down. And you look about, you look down at your friends, and you get thumped in the stomach, fucking doubling over, and you cough, and another one hits your head. And you're also fucking bloodied. And then the whole room explodes, books going everywhere, smashing about. And if we all roll sense fastidia, please. Oh my god, you people have the worst rolls ever.
I'm going to spend 4 luck and get that.
There we go.
Useless. Nothing.
I'm so unlucky. I've just got chilies in my eye, so like we're doing really well today.
That's a 65 over 30.
So, the rest of you get a faint sense of anger. But you, Sarah, you get more a sense of want. So you know, you see a kid that's really overtired, unhappy, and just wants to be picked up, wants to be played with, wants attention. That's the feeling you get. You get the smell of juice being spilled. People calling for mods, all sorts of stuff. And if I'm the only one that gets that, I'll be very sad. No plasticine, maybe a sense of tiredness. So exhaustion as well. Just creeping at the side. Mostly it's this impetuous, I want that you feel. Then everything dies down. Books stop flying, pages that have been ripped out float slowly to the ground. I had one cunt, okay. Sorry, I love the chat. It's great.
I got distracted a little bit there for a moment too. I'm going to get back up and try to move to somewhere more helpful. Not entirely sure where that would be, but like there's going to be a gap where the books aren't, presumably, that isn't too near all the shelves.
But you notice the camera's been knocked over.
Bugger.
All of you are on the ground. However, where you'd been bloodied before, Sarah, there's nothing and there's no pain.
Okay,
all of you
weird.
have no damage. You still feel like crap, but you're no longer injured. No, just that cunt.
That's curious.
Cat that's hurt, bloodied, down, impaired. They are the damage. They simplified it so it's just those four.
Yeah, it's not like hit points. You don't just
Okay.
lose like this, then this, then this. It's like this, then that,
Yeah.
and then you're done.
Well, it's hurt, bloodied, and down, and impaired is actually, if you're bloodied, you're impaired. That means you fumble on a 90 or above. I like that it's simpler, but it seems a bit too simple for me. You know, there's not much room for finesse there. Mind you, there isn't with Cult either. What do you think about it?
I'm gonna go to the camera and see if I can lift it back up and whether it's damaged or not.
I'm not asking for another luck roll, 'cause fuck that, but give me a tech roll if you have it.
Don't have it.
Give me a hard intelligence roll.
I could spend 2 luck and get that down to a pass.
That would
Not
only
gonna
be a
be-
regular. No.
Yeah, it's not going to
No.
work.
The camera does not turn on.
Shit. Camera's bust, everyone.
If anyone has tech, they can have a look at it, but otherwise...
Do you have tech, Rachel? As a
No, tech is one I don't have.
uh,
I think.
Shucks.
So do you think you've worked out what's going on?
Well, I'm just gonna ask everyone what on earth happened, because I had no clue.
There's something with really strong feelings down here. There's something that that is very reactive to the presence of others in some way.
I think it wants children to be reading children's books down here.
Children should be in bed right now. It can
Well,
want
right
what it
now,
wants,
yeah, but it hasn't had that, and I guess we have to get them to bring the storytelling time back, or this will keep happening.
I mean, also, you know, I just look around at the amount of damaged, crumpled stock in the room, and I'm like, I clearly don't want this to keep happening. It's not great for business, I'm guessing.
That'd be good for the counter.
But what is an I don't know, normal procedure? Because of course the easiest right now would be to bring the stories back, but is that feasible in the long run? I mean, can we do anything else? Can we move this phenomenon, banish it, whatever?
It wasn't doing any harm until last weekend. No one cared. So it's been here all this time, presumably back to like cockfighting times, whenever that is. And yeah, it didn't cause any trouble to anyone until they stopped doing the story time. That or the bookshop moves. I mean,
that's what I mean. We could end up having a problem again at some point. Is that on our pay grade to make that decision?
Well, you would be able to choose to move a shop, no?
No, but to actually do about the situation.
It would depend what you chose to do. If in doubt, you could call Nightingale, call someone further up and get their advice.
Jesus Christ, names. I have absolutely no freaking idea about any names right now.
Who are you reaching for?
And my screen is blurry. Nikki's character.
Thank you.
Nikki is the character name.
Okay. God damn it, I lost it. I'm so sorry. My brain is... I'm trying to pick it up. She said something earlier. Oh, that made sense. And now it's just gone. Okay.
I was saying before, like whatever it is has quite obviously reacts quite strongly to like the presence of people and in like the interaction with you know, if as Sarah is suggesting that it's the children's story time changing that has set off this current chain of events, it's having quite a strong like reaction to emotions and the emotional ties of the people in the building. And clearly middle-aged women getting excited about cookery books is not enough for it, which I'm
I mean,
Personally,
it's,
You can move
mortified
Twilight
by.
down there, or what do you call it? Might have a better effect.
I mean,
Maybe not the desired effect, but
that was it. The books, have someone observed books underground before the children's section moved upstairs?
not to the best of your knowledge, no.
We didn't ask anyone that.
No.
But no one
So-
mentioned it.
No, but
Yeah, because
She
I was
said-
saying it could have happened, like,
But
the
that
book
wasn't-
stacking could have happened
Well,
before, and
I
it may have
feel
just
like-
been that everybody was cursing their colleagues every night,
Exactly.
going, who the fuck's left this pile of books on the floor?
that was my point. So it seems reasonable that it's because of the story time being moved upstairs. But just to be absolutely certain, maybe ask the assistant if he have ever seen piles of books before. Otherwise, it would be safe to assume that it's a connection between the children's stories being moved upstairs, and then we can tell Nightingale that. And again, is that just the message we relay to the owner and say, try move this back, this might fix it, and again make a note of it if the bookshop is going to be sold at some point? Because then this is what we have found out, this is our proposition to fix it, and then it's up the chain to make a final decision. Did that make any sense?
It made sense. But I think all we can do is say, this is what we think it is, this is what we suggest you do about it, and then they get to choose what they do. It's their bookshop. If they're willing to put up with this every weekend, they can leave it exactly as it is.
It's like a tape player playing
Yeah.
stories is a really easy way to hopefully stop it.
Or every night from now on?
I mean, I'm guessing that corporate wouldn't want to be spending out for lost, damaged stock and injured employees every weekend.
It's not like this is the only place in London that's troubled by like poltergeists or spirits or demimonde or whatever.
So, what do you want to do? You want to leave? Do you want to try and do something else?
I think we should probably call the station. We call the Folly and let them know the activity we've.
It is midnight.
That it's a
I mean,
24-hour.
Molly will be around. I'm not sure about Nightingale.
No, but there's definitely somebody to. There's definitely somebody to say that we're still on the. We're still on the job, and we could take advice.
I think we tidy up as best we can, leave, and tell people in the morning.
I don't personally don't want to stay here much longer, having been pelted with books.
I mean,
What?
we have
Really
gotten the information
pretty
we
awful.
need.
Yeah,
now.
we've got the information we need. There's no reason to stay here and be pelted with books. And maybe someone at the Folly can fix the camera. But no one's going to be around till the morning, so...
Look, if I wasn't grumpy before, I'm definitely grumpy now. I've been pelted with books.
Definitely. So, plan?
Pack up, get out, get home, get some sleep, and call Nightingale in the morning.
And apologise to the manager of the bookshop about all the books being everywhere.
In the morning.
You're not tidying up before you go. You're just fucking off. And
I'd like to try and tidy up a bit at least. Like I don't want
Right.
to leave everything exactly as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd grumpily tidy up, but it would be, you know.
And it's like, it's not my fucking fault. You all did the damage. Please tidy up. It's you go to your homes, whatever, or go out, whatever you want to do. And you're back at the Folly the next morning. Maybe you're all a little bit more tired than you thought you might be. You're not bloody, you don't have any bruises, but still there's that feeling of being smacked about a bit. Nightingale meets you in the morning room. How did your evening go?
We had a really fascinating time. She's slightly sarcastically, like, because she hasn't had enough sleep.
And
I'm
would you
just
say
pretty
this is
frank.
a Falcon case?
Sorry?
Would you say this is a Falcon case?
Oh, most certainly. I seem to remember there were some things that had come up in our training that we think we observed on site, and there were definitely some stories and previous related cases where similar phenomena were observed. We saw some books being stacked by something, and
Interesting.
and then Sarah reckoned that there may be something related to the children's story time, and decided to read whatever it was, a bit of the Gruffalo, which it apparently didn't like very much, because we all got
I
assaulted
can't believe that anyone dislikes the Gruffalo.
with some more books.
I think it was less the subject matter and more the reader.
Oh, shots fired.
I mean, not unfair, but
So, what would you recommend?
that they reinstate weekly children's time downstairs where it used to be.
And you think this will help?
It wasn't upset before, now it's upset. That's the one thing that changed.
Did you try talking to it?
I tried reading to it. It hit us with a lot of books.
Yeah, we
Might
kind
I
of
ask,
got-
was it already throwing things around when it hit you with books?
It was stacking them.
It was throwing them. They were getting thrown at that point.
Oh yeah, they were throwing.
You want
Yeah, sorry, I was going in order. They were stacking, then they were being thrown, then they were
Yes.
being thrown quite vigorously, and then they all flew.
I see.
Sounds like a temper tantrum.
Could most
That was
certainly be the
me, not
case.
Rachel.
Look, someone needs a nap. It's
my bedtime is 10 p.m. I'm always struggling.
You look like I'm feeling.
I'm so sorry.
I know it's
I'm just
awful.
keeping you all up late. Awful. So then might I suggest you present your report to Miss Jackson herself. If this is no longer a police matter, then we can consider it a job well done. Obviously, we need to check back next week and see if anything else has happened, or if something happens in the next few days. I don't know how quickly she will be able to reinstate the story, or do you have anything for the interim?
Have someone go downstairs once a day and read a children's book.
Are you offering, Miss Nicholson?
No, I don't believe I'm available, I'm afraid.
I see, and he smiles, takes a sip of tea.
I mean, they could ask a local school to pop in and bring some kids and read a book in the bookshop from the school, in case there's
They still have the things being read to the kids, but it's not at that part.
Okay.
I mean, it is because it would be the easiest way to know, but it might be just as much the feelings than the stories. We got the feeling that it's tied to strong feelings, right? So
The
just
Vestigia are always tied to strong feelings.
yeah. So it's
things
not
and
just
magic.
the stories in itself, it's the energy and feelings from children being read to.
Someone just fancies a nice, comfy, cozy story time.
I mean, we could all have perhaps tried enjoying Sarah's reading of the Gruffalo more, but I think it was, it was the middle of the night and we weren't expecting it.
Neither was the whoever it is. So, any further suggestions, or are you going to talk to Miss Jackson?
I mean, I guess we could try talking to it. Can you help us confirm what it actually is? I've got a suspicion that it might be, what's the term? Genus loci? Little god kind of thing?
From what you've been telling me, I think that is a very astute observation. Obviously, there has been strong, I can't think of the word.
Feelings, like from
No,
the cockfighting and stuff.
Occurrences, yes, there's very strong presences there, be it in the form of the cockfighting and the betting, or the lust for knowledge and the excitement of children. If it's been quiet for so long, I'd say that you're probably in the right idea, that having children around it, having it been read to, enjoying the imagination, might very well keep it docile, perhaps even helpful. You could ask it to tidy up the mess that it made in return for a story.
I'd be willing to go back there right now and do that, if it would help.
It's always worth a try.
How are poltergeists with the Dewey Decimal System?
It's not a poltergeist.
And they don't use the
But
Dewey
poltergeist
Decimal
is- yeah.
system in bookshops.
All right, I'll go back to sleep.
I could read Hello Beaky.
There we go. We could read The Dinosaur That Pooped the Planet.
Hello Beaky's really good.
it?
Somewhere on YouTube is a video of me reading Hello Beaky.
Really? Okay, I need to
Yeah.
look up that. We could read Go the Fuck to Sleep. That's also a good one.
Maybe not that.
Why not? It's a
Everyone
great book.
poops.
I mean, I've
Everyone
heard
poops, yeah,
I've
this is true.
heard Aileen read a book, but that's not definitely going to be read at the bookshop.
Or what the ladybird heard. Now that is a exploration of,
That's an explanation of
investigation and procedural.
So are you all heading back or just Sarah?
I think I'll go too. It's on my way home.
I'm
Oh,
intrigued.
Muted.
Yeah.
What's the name of the book with the mole with the poo on his head?
Oh, I can't remember that one. I know the one. I can see it, but I can't remember the. I can't remember
Harry
the.
Potter? I don't know. Maybe. Something with a poo in his head. Anyway. He said to head back to the bookstore. Who has the highest social skill?
Mine's 30, so it's
60.
Not me.
60 as well.
So Elsie or Sarah, one of you give me a social role, please.
You do it, Elsie. I think you're the most sociable of the two of us.
I've also had the worst rolls all night, so.
Yes, you're in for some good luck. There you go. So what story do you read to it, Elsie, and what do you say to it? Don't cough at it. I know it's 2016, but
Sorry. I'm gonna read Everybody Poops.
there we go. A classic.
Look at that.
Aww. Oh no, you could get. Hang on, record that. You can get views on TikTok with that.
Oh, don't. That's no.
Yeah, I'm gonna read Everybody Poops. And I'm gonna read it like looking around because I'm still not entirely sure what.
Then give me one more roll. Sense Vestigia.
Absolutely failed that.
69.
Again, 269s in one evening, lads.
Anyone else that's with her? I know two. That's lucky. If anyone else that's with her, give me a Sense Vestigia roll as well.
I've got 2360.
There you go. You
I'm passive.
sense. And Rachel?
Nope.
What's it take to get a hard success under 60?
You've got, the 30 or under, so you got a hard
I
success.
think Aleks has it as well.
Yeah. Would you get?
Mine's
Yes, you
16
did.
under 30.
Yes, that is definitely a hard success. So what both of you feel as the story's being read is a sense of sleepiness, a sense of coziness, of warmth, of smiling. You smell how babies smell. You smell that. This kind of little fresh bundle that doesn't stink unless it shat itself.
I'm really glad you
Oh, of course.
got clarified that there.
I am at this house. I am the baby person. I need to make sure I don't see babies. Otherwise, I'm like, oh, I need to give me another one. I'm like, no, better not. No, I love babies. They're great. But it's a very, compared to what you felt the night before, it's completely different. And you see that as the story's being read, the books that you missed, pages that have been ripped are now being picked up and moved about, and put back to where they should be. And the story gets told when Elsie finishes. It stops. You can almost hear a little coo coming from the air as everything settles. Miss Jackson, as you'd come in, did not look happy with you that it was so untidy. That you'd left bits there. But now, as she comes out of the office, face still tripping her, she sees that it's gone and just hears the end of everybody poops. She's like, it's gone? You fixed it?
Take it away, Sarah, explaining to Miss Jackson.
I don't know how to explain. Like,
with your,
someone else
with your
do
good
it.
Just say
social
sorry.
skills.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Woo!
Thank you.
Oh, no.
I know. It's terrible.
Been circling around about it for 2 sessions, and then
I know. Been trying and no one.
Wooing.
some of us were avoiding it.
I am so inept at such things unless they're actually in my own head. They're not. That
Fair.
must not be skill.
That is absolutely fair. So,
I've been wooing on mute.
see, mewing on mute does not help me. But thank you. That's better than most.
Especially mooing on mute, because that would be the
yeah.
sound of a wee coo.
Hey.
We could get a moo. Anyhow. So she thanks you. What do you suggest to her should happen from now on?
We suggest that they put the children's section, or at least the children reading time, back to the basement. Because that would probably keep the trouble away.
Yeah.
And if someone happened to fancy reading a children's book down there once a day, that might not be a terrible idea.
And at a push, you could use a recording. Maybe leave that on during the holidays when you can't get the kids in.
She smiles
And remember
thanks
to
you.
make a note of it if you ever want to sell the building.
That is actually a good point, yeah. It's a listed building though, so it's more difficult to sell, I think. Well, thank you all very much. I will be opening up that you've tidied this up now. I very much appreciate it. Toodaloo. Out my fucking shop. Come on. Off you fuck.
I've just been I've been going around like finding things that I want to buy, and I'm just at the till with a little stack.
Goes through it and gives you a discount, 15%.
Well, hey, whilst we're there being helpful,
Yeah, why not? Get me a goose on it. And that's you done with the bookshop. You head back to the Folly, you report back to Nightingale, tell him what's happened, the suggestions you'd made. Very well done. And all without an escort. I think you did better than Peter did in his first outing. How does it feel to be part of the Folly? Again, all at once.
It's good to be making a difference.
Our case is usually mostly at night.
That depends. Where you're going next, I think you might rather it was at night. How do you all feel about north of the border?
Back there, great. Just got down. Oh no, I didn't just get down here, but
The Folly
Outside the
doesn't.
M25?
The Folly does not have much of a reach up north, due to some historical differences. And we have been asked to look into something. I think it may be better for some non-uniformed consultants to make their way up. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to give you a briefing on that tomorrow and send you up there. Well, ladies, thank you very much. I have a case to attend to. I will see you here tomorrow at 11.
I'm off home to read my books.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
You go off, read your books, you get some sleep. Sarah, Rachel, you head off to whatever you've got to chill you out for the night. And I think instead of doing, what do you call it, some downtime, we're going to leave it there since everyone's so tired.
Can I just, for the fun and the story of it?
Yeah.
When we go out, since Rachel, for the last days when you have seen her, she have had this ponytail with these. So when she got out the door this time, she will drag on these ponytails and just shake out her hair. And in the middle of it all, it's like flames colored underneath all that white hair. So she will just drag the bands out and just shake the hair.
We all think you're a badass now.
Well, now. Yeah.
Well, there is flames on her Doc Martens boots too, but
Actual flames are just always burning. Fucking feet are sweaty as fuck.
My character's almost certainly off to like Waitrose to buy a meal for one vegetarian something. And or four.
And a little dessert, as a treat. Marks and Sparks, though, you're not going to Waitrose, you're going to Marks and Sparks together, admit it.
there's a Tesco in Russell Square.
Slumming it. And
Not
I think,
just millionaire shortbread.
hey, don't knock millionaire shortbread. I can't get it here, it's awful. We will leave there then. You've finished the opening case from the bookshop. And the next episode we will have some adventures in Weird Bollocks properly as you head up north to investigate some shit. You all get 2 points for character advancement. I can't remember how to do it. We're not going to do it just now. Yeah, I'm going to say thank you very much for adding cunt to the chat. It is a very important.
I thought
Chat is now serving.
it was missing,
Yeah, we need to get the count thing sorted.
That,
Hold on. Are you
that
ready?
command I gave you will work.
So we're not here next week, but the week after it will be see you next Tuesday.
Hey.
Exactly. No, fuck, actually, shit. See, now I need to change it to that. See you next Tuesday. However, yeah, so we'll do the round and then we shall, what do you call it? Fuck off. Is that good?
do like a tree and leave.
Go and get a wee dessert from the shop.
Make like a road and fuck off, fork off. Right, we want to see if this works first. This is important. This is science.
Science.
See?
You monster. Ah, shit, it's got to time it. Yay.
Something I've always been very good at is making commands in chat.
Yeah,
Lavaita
yeah, you're
can,
very good at that.
I very much
Disturbingly
appreciate
quick
that.
at some of it.
So,
That's
Gotta
where I
get
learned it
this.
from.
we are Tales of Myth and Mayhem. This is episode 2 of Adventures in Weird Bollocks. A lot of fun. Looking forward to exploring more of this world that isn't in the books. Yeah, so we'll go down and say goodbye to everyone. Plug anything you need to plug, and we will be back on. Wait a minute.
Saturday, Cult.
No, but we're not streaming on Saturday.
Oh, we're not streaming that. Sorry.
Oh no, that's
We're streaming one of
audio
them. That's
recording.
why I'm confused.
Aye, on the 28th we're streaming instead of Masks.
Vampire, yeah. Oh no, Mask is off that weekend. Oh, so much
Aye.
change.
I know, it's fucking terrible. Aye, so I don't think there's anything on Saturday. Sunday will be
Fallout.
Fallout, I believe. Aye. And back with Slay Industries next Tuesday. So I'm saying goodbye, and Lavaita.
I don't think I've got anything to plug at the moment, but yeah, I'll be back for Fallout. Fallout's on YouTube. Check it out. Enjoy.
It's good. Kathrine.
Yeah. Going to be fun next time. See if you take us to a place where Rachel can lay into her Gaelic.
Let's see.
Yeah. And clickety clack new math rocks on North Foundry, and I think September we might be getting close to Q Workshop coming out with their Dice Advent calendar, maybe.
Cool.
In case anyone wants that.
We all need it.
You always need it.
Yes. Aleks, how about you?
I have nothing to plug apart from not falling down actual stairs at work as well. So it's like I'm just
Oh,
role playing, having plans of buildings and actual plans of buildings, and role playing falling downstairs and actually falling downstairs. So
And
I
get smacked with
don't know
books,
how you're doing
so-
this, but you know.
So, Lavaita, you need to start throwing books about. Just give her the full experience.
No, I don't.
Just smash. There's enough right behind her, just sneak up and bump.
All the books are already behind us.
And last but not least, Aileen. How about you?
I have nothing to plug. This is the only place you can find me. I am exclusive and limited edition right here on this channel.
See, now I feel special. I'm very happy. Well, thank you all very much. Yeah, YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, all that shit. Follow us on here. Subscribe if you want. Give me some money. Haha. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Oh yeah, it's September. So subscriptions are cheaper.
Oh yeah, see, cheaper. See, be cheap. Pay us now. Bye.
September.
Oh yeah, September.